As I said in the previous video, which was quite a long one, we are going to talk about the disastrous state in which the free software community, the open source community, and of course the so-called technology freedom promoters community are in. And to prove my point, this is not going to be a scripted video. It will be as live as it can get. So grab your legal age appropriate beverage, because this is going to be a long one. It will be probably split in more parts. So we are going to begin with the part 1. As I gave some examples in the previous video about official platforms on which copyrighted content can be shared, official platforms which have quite a bunch of lawyers that supervise the flow of the copyright content. So I gave two very big platforms examples, such as SoundCloud and YouTube. So we're going to start with our free software sabotage examples by giving some examples, quite a number of them actually, on the SoundCloud platform live, so you can see that this is a serious situation. So we are going to open a number of sites. So you can see the extent of the damage that is done to the free software community. We are going to wait for the sites to load. So we are going to give the first example. As you see, we opened a page on which we have a song. Until here everything looks quite okay, with the username, the title of the song, the title of the copyrighted content. Of course we have some details, some credits, some comment from the user. It seems this is a mix. We have, Daft Punk, we have Avicii, we have Bingo Players, we know their big names, we have Hardwell, we have Afrojack. Everything until here is absolutely okay from the point of view of the general public. until here the platform should actually, the legal team of the platform should actually take care of the legality of this upload. But look where the problem is. The uploader actually relicensed copyrighted material under a Creative Commons license. And if we are going to see what the Creative Commons license, I am sure that Daft Punk, Avicii's rightful rights holders, bingo players themselves or their right holders are totally not going to be not going to agree with. So the license says that according to this license, I am allowed as a recipient, as the person that copies and that is legally entitled to copy that remix through any means necessary, even if the platform does not provide a download button, a download a download way in the official manner, I am allowed to share the mix or the material that was uploaded. I am even commercially, I am allowed to adapt. That means I can actually make my own mixes from that. I can cut it, I can do whatever I want. And believe it or not, the most important part of this license is as follows. The licensor cannot revoke these freedoms as long as you follow the license terms. And as I said in the previous clips, as I mentioned in the previous clips, there are two types of copyright, how to call them, matters, types, which is the standard copyright and the free licenses copyright. The standard copyright, as you know, is the one where these guys, Daft Punk, Avicii, Bingo Players, and others, and Afrojack, Psy, have the life and death rights and control over their work according to the law that is followed by the executioners, basically by the executors of the copyright law, such as the collective management organizations. And we are going to talk about them later, but for now let's actually continue with our examples. So the first felon on the, believe it or not, there are hundreds of thousands and probably millions, and SoundCloud and other platforms that they call themselves legal, they don't do anything about it. So let's continue, because even if, let me be clear, let me be absolutely clear, we know that there is a law that applies throughout these collective management organizations, in which if you pay those licenses that they have, there are about 3 licenses which you can pay. If you are a professional DJ, the first one that you are going to pay, it's going to be the public display license in which you are allowed to display, to literally play in public a copyrighted work, you then pay a license for the ambiental use of those works, and then you are going to pay a license for copying the music from the original media, from the official approved media by the original licensor, onto your own media. Such as, you can actually copy, with that license you are allowed to copy the original CD, okay, the compact disc, even if it is in MP3 format. You are not allowed to copy it unless you pay this license, which is of course cheaper. The first one is about 300 euros, the second one is about 50 to 100 euros, and the third one is about from 50 to 25 euros, I don't know. And you need to actually pay these annually if you are a DJ. And you are allowed to do this. You are allowed to actually do exactly this. But until here, when you have done this, when you have published a license, a licensed content, an original copyrighted content according to the standard copyright, which I explained in previous videos, into a free license like this, believe it or not, believe it or not, that was a picture which is actually censored, and we are going to go to that page of SoundCloud, whether Google likes it or not. So as I said, nobody is allowed, unless the original rights holder of a media content allows it, nobody is allowed to relicense a copyrighted work, a standard copyrighted work, under any type of another free license or another license, if the original copyrighted, the original holder of the copyrighted content does not allow it. And of course it seems SoundCloud does not do anything about it. If you are going to, if I am going to right now make an account on SoundCloud and I am going to report this, SoundCloud is going to close my account because I am not the original author of any of these songs. Since I am not Daft Punk, I am not allowed to actually say to SoundCloud, hey, look, somebody actually relicensed, somebody doesn't do only copyright infringement, because this is not copyright infringement anymore. This is actually identity theft. Because, as we know, when you copied something from the Pirate Bay, you knew that you are doing something illegal, and you were implicitly responsible for the consequences of the law. But here, you're not. You don't know. And if SoundCloud does not close these accounts and hold responsible the users of these accounts, we, as innocent, genuine users, good-fated, good-hearted users, are going to break the law, and we are going to suffer the consequences according to the law, because these felons are allowed on these platforms. And look at it, this is not the Pirate Bay, this is actually a secure connection, an HTTPS connection to a real platform, to an official platform. Let's carry on with our examples, because probably you will say, hey, this is just an isolated case. Pablo Perez, okay, Harlem Shake, probably mixed by Abriel or edited. We have the DJ's picture here. It is okay until here. Okay, fine, he's a DJ. He might have actually paid, his licenses. He might actually be legal. Of course, Harlem Shake, Alesso, Spaceman, Bingo Players again, Rihanna. Ooh, look, somebody actually famous, that actually we know that she doesn't have any Creative Commons with commercial use or even non-commercial use on this one. Media content uploaded or approved by her or her rights holders anywhere. Again, Avicii, Armin van Buuren, Markus Schulz. Excuse me, Mr. Pablo Perez, you are a felon. Not from here to here, okay? Not from the beginning of the track list to the last, but by relicensing it into a Creative Commons. Look, I am allowed to share it, I am allowed to adapt it, and you can't revoke those freedoms from me. You are doing sabotage. Okay, Mr. DJ Pablo Perez, if you wouldn't have relicensed it like that, it would have probably been okay if you have, of course, paid your licenses. Because I am sure Bingo Players did not give you the right to actually give anything, to spread it in such a manner, to spread their work in such a manner, because they need to actually take they are so greedy that they want to take every cent out of it. They even forgot, these artists actually forgot what the DJ was, because when in the vinyl times the DJ would buy the original vinyl and that was it. You could have mix it, remix it, make any type of public presentation, but hey, now this is the law and we need to actually obey it because we have an alternative. Okay, Mr. Pablo? Okay, I hope you and others like you understand this. So they are artists out there, which I'm going to probably present in a future video, not in this series of parts. But you break the law by doing this, by relicensing it, by relicensing unauthorized copyrighted work. Good. Let's go to the next one. Okay, Power Trap, okay, Power Hour Preview, DJ Capes. A little preview of a new Power Hour, fine. Workaholic, let's see if we actually, oh, Avicii, again! No, you are not allowed. If even one of these artists do not give you the right to actually include them, to actually relicense their work in a Creative Commons license, you are not allowed to relicense their work. It's simple as that. Darude, of course, again, a big famous media content creator under standard copyright license. Animal Victor. Some of these I don't know anyway, but I am sure all of these are artists that did not approve, or their lawyers did not approve such type of disastrous misuse of the copyright tools. Again, Mr. Valdez, okay, mini mix, promo, until here, okay, you know it's a promo mix. Of course, the track list, let's see if we know somebody, because many of these I don't know, and maybe those might be artists that actually allowed him to relicense, and that's why I am trying to find those that we all know, those that are globally famous and globally greedy and globally forbidding, okay, and globally against the free licenses. Tiesto is one of them, and there it is in their right to be. I don't have, so if any artist that is going to be offended, you know, by this series of videos, don't be, because I am actually on your side here. It is in your right to actually do that, because the law allows it. Just like in North Korea, if the law says you need to cut a head, well, those in higher ranks cut a head. And if the law says you have life and death on your work, on your copyrighted work, fine. We cannot argue with it. We cannot argue with the police, with the army. We cannot argue with an occupationist regime. Okay? Well, those totalitarist regimes that actually seek war, those are worse. But when you see this actually leaking in the free world, this starts to actually be very bad. So, okay, let's continue with our examples. Nikki Williams, I don't know who he or she is. Hardwell and bingo players, again. I am sure that bingo players did not allow this. Look, this is not, again, a Creative Commons by attribution that allows me to share, adapt, mix, even commercially, without paying them money. Okay? No, bingo players did not allow that. Zeko Torres, Sarah McLeod, I am sure these people didn't allow that either. Again, Daft Punk. So we have very big names, very big artists. We don't have some small artists that we don't know about. And again, if he paid his licenses to those management organization, those collecting management organizations, it's okay until this relicensing. It's okay. When he realized, the moment he relicensed, he automatically lost his previous paid licenses, and he committed a felony. Let's continue. Again, somebody Zuki, Zuki, anyway, it doesn't matter. Again, a mix. Again, Hardwell, Tiesto, Lana Del Rey. Again, big artists. Moby, in my country, at least, everything that he has on this platform, because here where the artists are actually do not do anything to protect their copyrighted works. And in my country, the law is clear, but of course will not be applied because of the lawmakers are a bunch of mafiosos. Okay, they are, mafia. The law says clearly, if one of these artists do not actively contribute to the management, to the strict management of their copyrighted work, after 3 years their work goes into public domain, or at least that was the law. I don't know now how that law is applied. So of course Moby, not only he does not want to relicense, to have his work relicensed under such type of free license such as Creative Commons by attribution, but he doesn't actually allow his work played in different regions. So he is a national racist. Okay, Mr. Moby, if you are offended about this, I'm sorry, but this is what happens. I am on your side, as you see. Every artist again has the right to manage and to give or not give use rights to anyone he or she wishes. Oh, now we should actually use even it, because you don't know what genre a person might be. Again, let's continue. We have again somebody, probably he's a DJ. Again, as I said, if they paid or didn't pay their licenses, it is between them and the SoundCloud platform or the official platform. It doesn't affect me, because I will know that the work I am actually seeing, it's not a copyrighted work that I can use without actually contacting the said artist and to actually sign some papers with that artist. So again, Big Mac, Jay-Z, another very famous artist. I am absolutely sure that Jay-Z didn't actually said, yeah, homie, yeah, I have 10 mansions, I have I don't know, 10 cars, 100 cars, I have infinite life, infinite XP, infinite mana. Yeah, you can. Yeah, everybody can do whatever they want with my work. No, if you actually believe that, you are a moron. No, and believe it or not, these guys are actually the most exigent, the most strict artists on the planet, in the world. So believe it or not, Jay-Z did not give you the right to relicense his work into Creative Commons by attribution share alike, which actually allows me not to pay any money to Jay-Z. Okay, I can share, I can redistribute, I can remix, and I can take money on that work. And no, of course he's not going to be agreeing with the he's not going to agree with the fact that the licensor cannot revoke these freedoms as long as you follow the license terms. As long as you follow these license terms, that means the original standard copyright law that says that a licensor can revoke whenever she wants, and it happened, and it still happens, and they like it, and it's in their rights to do so. But and that's why you are not going to see any artist of this caliber actually give you any work, release any work with this type of license. Let's continue. Again, Dan Thompson DJ. Wow, this guy is happy. As you see, he probably has a good life. Good for him. Kudos. He enjoys it. Again, he actually calls himself a DJ. That means he pays the music, he pays the licenses. I am sure that those organizations of collecting management don't have any problems with this guy when they come to check him, when they arrive to check him. Again, he as a DJ, he does a good job. Look, he has a track list when he publishes. Alexander Popov, Ruben Deron, I don't know who they are. Holbrook, I don't know who they are. Tim Mason, Dennis Shepard, Marco Dan Sakima, I don't know who they are. Ferry Corsten is actually a very famous DJ and from what I hear, a producer. I'm absolutely sure that he didn't allow his copyrighted work to actually be relicensed under this type of free license, which is the, of course, Creative Commons by attribution, unported, which allows me to share, copy, distribute, adapt, remix, transform, and nobody can take me these rights, not even in court. Not even a judge can't take these rights as long as I respect the license, as long as I sit between the bounds of the Creative Commons license. And no, I am sure that Ferry Corsten did not, and of course Jordan Suckley or whoever, Suckley, I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name, my good man. But they didn't allow this relicensing. Again, Coast to Coast, I don't know who they are. Alex Di Stefano. So we can assume that these artists did not allow this type of use of their work. Let's continue. Again, yeah, this guy, I have checked. Let's see. Okay, look, he publishes part of a track under a Creative Commons license. Again, Wi-Fi God and Tony Seltzer do have an account on SoundCloud, or at least this is what at least one of the artists have an account. And as you see, they didn't release the song on a Creative Commons license. When they didn't, that means the song is protected by the standard copyright license. and of course this guy is a felon, Mr. Junebug. Okay, you are a felon because you released it, you relicensed a copyrighted work. Trap music, okay, mini set, yay, look, happy DJs, happy producers, happy people. Why did I put these people here? Because these people might actually be genuine. SoundCloud does not provide a way on which we can actually check as users if these uploaders are not breaking the law by infringing copyright, and furthermore by committing identity theft by relicensing copyright protected work. Again, progressive house. I am completely sure, but this that this remix here by Mr. Vitor Conjura does not meet the conditions for Creative Commons licensing. But I am just going to give him as ambiguous example because we don't know, but probably I actually listened the music and I consider I probably managed to spot something. Again, let's continue. Dispatch, activate Usoft. Look, this is an example of a copyrighted content from an original author, or at least that's what in 99.99% is shown, because he doesn't have the check mark as being a verified but that doesn't a verified user by SoundCloud, but that doesn't have any meaning because we have seen users that actually have that verified check mark and they commit felonies. But look, he actually says original mix. That means it is an original mix that he uploaded, made by himself in FL Studio. And if he doesn't have samples, or he has cleared the samples with the original rights holders, he actually might have a genuine mix. So he in this one in 99.99% cases, this one can be probably used. Again, Mr. Junebug. Oh, here, just in case you didn't believe me, if you didn't believe me that this guy is a felon, look what he does. I am sure Faithless did not give him the right to use his work by relicensing it with this free license. Okay? No, he didn't. And again, Mr. 50 Cent, he wouldn't have been a PIMP if he would have gave his work for free, or at least under this free license. And I am sure that Mr. 50 Cent, a very big name, a very famous artist, did not give this guy permission, express permission according to the law to use his work. And this is the problem, because the law says clearly Mr. 50 Cent should actually actively protect his copyrighted work on these official platforms. We're not talking about ISO Hunt, we're not talking about the Pirate Bay, we're not talking about some pirated sites, we're talking about SoundCloud people. And believe it or not, we are going to talk about YouTube in this video series, probably in a later part. Again, I don't know who this is. Delta Man, Stacey Adams, Duke Deuce. Okay, we at least know one artist in this work that definitely did not give his consent, his express consent, written consent, because in front of the law that matters. That's the only one that matters. Again, let's continue. Of course, Lighthouse, Mr. Brinsent Music. Demo tracks performed, recorded, mixed and poorly mastered by Bryn Smith. Story about loneliness and desperation. Again, this one seems to actually reproduce probably the music. Okay, he reproduces music made by others. That means probably he does covers. Probably he doesn't says it here, but if this artist actually doesn't do that or clears the samples, he pays or he has express permission from the authors to actually relicense again. I don't care about the users on SoundCloud or other platform that are doing covers legally or illegally. That should be something between the platform itself, the user, and the rightful owner, the rights holders, artists. Okay, the genuine rights holders of the copyrighted content. But when you are doing this might be a possible identity theft, because this might be copyright infringement and identity theft. But as I don't know exactly, I didn't recognize any song from this, but he says demo tracks performed, recorded. Probably they are his demos, I don't know, so he might be genuine. But as I said, wasted talent if he covers songs. He could actually use Creative Commons works, he could use public domain works, and he could actually perform those, and then he could actually genuinely relicense those works. But hey, maybe he does that. But again, as I said, demo tracks cannot be licensed if the rightful owner does not allow it. Let's carry on to the next example. Again, DJ Tritoli. Okay, good. He has a title, he has some of the artists from the mix. Okay, it's good, and of course he actually says it. Okay, check out my latest bootleg. We know that a bootleg is an illegal remix, is an illegal use of a copyrighted work. It wouldn't be any problem. It should be between him and the artists. And if he pays, again, if even the previous users that I talked about, if they pay their licenses to those collecting management organizations such as ASCAP, BMI, and others, by all means, they are within the license to actually build the mix and present it, probably even sell it, if the license allows it, to whoever they want. But again, this is the problem. The relicensing, I am sure that is a sabotage to the free software community, to the open source community, and of course to the so-called technology freedom promoters that are out there and do nothing to actually stop this. We are going to continue with part 2.